like, you didn't give me, I need something, and that's when I gave you what you asked for. Because men and women communicate differently, and we talk differently, and so, like you said, your husband can write you a letter, but you gonna talk it out, and so that's those are things that we have to talk about on this show, and we're gonna keep it 100 always, always, always 100.
Amen. And
while you're speaking about that,
go
I
ahead.
didn't mean to cut you off, but while you're speaking about that, one thing I think is really important is that as adults, it's extremely hard for us to see past where we are. You know, you're thinking of what you need, and then you deal with people according to how you would want to be done.
Right.
And sometimes,
Exactly.
like Monica said, if I'm dying and I need a kidney and you bring me a heart, you may feel like, oh, I know a heart is going to make her feel better. No, it's not.
Right.
A kidney is what I need.
Right.
But because we don't tend to look at what the other person needs, we bring them what we think we would want to have,
Right.
you know. So therefore, in like you said with your husband, if he writes you a letter, that's because for him, that's how he communicates better. So for him, in talking to you, he may want you to verbally, to express yourself, you know, through writing something down, because it's easier for him to, you know, maybe
Process.
take the emotion out of it, process it, think about it, you know. Whereas for you, you want to be. Let's talk it out. Let's deal with it. So I think a lot of times, and that goes into, and I don't know if anybody's ever did the love language quiz, but they speak a lot about that, that you have to know what your person's language is in order to be really effective, you know, in your communication. Because if I want you, like you say, if I want you to show me, not just taking out the trash, I want you to show me by running my bath water, bringing me some flowers or whatever. Some people, all they need is, baby, how was your day? I love you. Girl, you look good. Whatever it is, you need to know that is what makes it good for your spouse, even though it may not, you may not think it takes all that for you. Maybe it does for them.
And I mean, I do work with my clients on the love languages, and so, but I think it's just work. Again, we'll go back to it's work. It's daily work, and knowing how much to give, how much, you know, what works for both of you, because it may be, if you need it all day, every day, I love you, I love you, I love you. I mean, you need it all day, every day. That might be a problem for me to give you that all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? So we got to find some balance in there. We got to find some compromise in there so we can know how to make both parties feel like it's working.
Right.
So I love that.
Absolutely.
We were talking about ways to make it work, right?
Yes, so 8 simple ways to make it your marriage last, and of course we said make it your top priority. Monica, you already hit it on the head too. Reassess your needs. That is definitely what we just discussed. The third thing is play with your partner. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in marriage. Okay, so I was telling you guys the very first time we did the show that me and my husband went out to a restaurant. And I just decided to it was a romantic restaurant. I kind of decided to look around and see what everybody was doing romantic-wise. Because me and him were over there clowning, goofing off, you know, touchy-feely. And people looking at us like we crazy. So I'm looking around the restaurant, and I tell you, I was really shocked, and I really was kind of saddened because there were clearly couples, you know, at the table. They looking down. They ain't even looking at each other. Right. I mean, they're not.
Or on their phone.
Right. And nobody was intimate. Then, like I said, they looking at us. We married, kissing and acting crazy. They looking at us like y'all must be newlyweds. No, we've been 20 years this year, but goodness gracious, why is everybody so miserable? First of all, I'm at a good restaurant. That should be happy in and of itself right then and there, okay? But it was just amazing to me how people just exist. They're not living.
Absolutely.
And their marriages are doing the exact same thing. It's dead. I play with my husband. Listen, people be talking junk about me. I don't care. I'll sex my husband in a minute and don't care who got an issue with it. We love talking to each other. We flirt. We talk nasty. Whatever make us happy, I flirt with him just like this oh my God, this is new. This is fresh. You gotta keep it spicy. Right. You gotta keep it fun to me.
And do you know why you do that? It's because you actually like your husband.
Right.
Yes.
What happens
that's
is
true.
we stop liking each other in marriage.
Good. Yes.
Anybody can love each other. Just think about family members.
That's
It's
true.
family members you don't even want to deal with. But if anything happened to them, hey, call me. If you need some money, I'll send you some money. But I don't want to go to the movies with you, and I don't want to hang out with you, and I don't want to talk to you every day because it's so taxing. And but I love you.
Amen. That's
People
good.
act like like is bigger than love every day of the week, and I will continue to say that when it comes to a relationship. Because when I like you, I want to go out with you. I'm going to text you. I'm going to send you pictures. I'm going to say, baby, I'm planning this evening for us because I like you. I spend time with you. I enjoy your company. When you stop liking your spouse, you are already creating a distance. So you better get back, not in love, but in life.
Oh, I
because
love it.
Our best friends. Like is I can tell a joke to you. Like is we can laugh. Like is we can cry together. Like is that we have a relationship that supersedes. If you need anything, call me.
That is so true.
That's good.
That is good.
That's
I
so
love
true.
that. I love that.
And you are so right. There's so many people who do not like each other.
Well, let me tell you, almost
Yes.
20 years
You
ago.
can see, you can ask, how your husband? Face toe up. How your wife? Face toe up. Okay. Did you see the game last night? Yeah, let me tell you about the game. Did you see Empire? Yeah, let me tell you. If you excited more about the game of Empire than your wife or your husband, you
or look, the ones who don't want to go home.
And your show better than your husband and your wife.
That's right. That's right.
And what is so funny, 20 years ago, I'll never forget when me and my husband, we're kind of opposite of other couples. Their newlywed, was bliss. Ours wasn't. We argued the night of our wedding. We didn't even get together till the following night. But it was so funny. We were going at it one day in a parking lot, and this man said, and we just, going back and forth, arguing with each other. And this older gentleman said, how long y'all been married? And we were like, we newlyweds, and like, sir, mind your business, because we were going in. He said, man, let me tell y'all something. Y'all gonna be married a long time. It's a lot of passion right here. A lot of passion. And honestly, through, and I will never lie to anybody. My husband will tell you guys too, dealing with me is a very difficult task. And he does maintain and has maintained for going on 20 years this year, Big Steve. First of all, boo, she like, who does that? But it's funny because you think about
you
that.
Good. I don't do boo.
But look, Monica, hold up. We be mad though. Like we are really mad, but we always have done that through the years, and it's just funny that passion really is, still underlining. As furious sometimes as I know I make him and he makes me, that it's still there. It's still underlined, and I definitely. He is funny to me. I don't think we just fit. We don't fit, but we fit.
Absolutely. I think that everybody is interested. I think everybody that comes to your life is a way for you to look at yourself.
Amen. It is.
I really do.
It is. And so the next thing that we talked about, and Monica actually mentioned this earlier too. Don't keep score.
Right.
We're not supposed to be keeping score on who did this, who did that. Number 5 says, and don't zip your lips. And in this one it says, what's done is done. Talking about it isn't going to change what happened, but it can relieve the person of some of the suffering. By expressing it, it's not being withheld and turning into some kind of physical or, somatic problem. So don't zip your lips.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm a vocal person. And so for me, I don't like to hold on to something. I want to go ahead and let's talk about it, get it on out the way, and let's move on. I don't want to go to bed and still mad at you because I'm still swole. I want you to tell me what's going on, and I want us to talk about it so we can go and move past that thing, because it makes no sense to me.
The only thing about that, is what I found is your timing doesn't have to be the right timing. Because just because you're ready to talk about it, sometimes we know that the tongue can be lethal.
Yes.
So sometimes you might want to say, you know what, tomorrow, we're going to talk about this at Starbucks. So I won't be standing up in there acting a fool. And we can actually get some communication going on and not be doing it in this house.
Yes.
I have found that sometimes everybody's timing ain't the right
That's
timing.
right.
Yes.
I was just
And
about
you know,
to say
'cause
that.
again, I told you I had to go through some communication things with my husband. So I'm like you, A-Love. I'm like, okay, now we're gonna talk about this. And he said, I don't want to talk about it right now. Oh no, we're gonna talk. Oh, okay, ma'am.
And you know what? I was just about to
so
say that,
now I'm
Monica.
even madder because you ain't
Right.
saying what I need you to say.
Exactly.
We on the same
You
page.
really already told me I'm not ready to talk right now.
It's like, look, that's the hard part for me. You are absolutely right, because I go through that in my relationship where, you know, he says, I don't want to talk about it right now. And, you know, in the beginning, I used to really kind of buck up at that because I'm just like, no, we're going to talk about this, you know. And as time has progressed, I've
Right.
learned that when he says it, then I give him that space he needs to process, deal, chill, whatever it is he needs to do. And then I know that, you know, when time is right, then he'll come back around and say whatever it is. But and you know what, sometimes, like you say, the timing of things, we may not appreciate it, but really and truly, if it were to pop off when it came, you know, when I'm pushing, it wouldn't have been what I wanted. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? It may have been something. It may have been a line crossed right around. You know what I'm
Because you're
saying?
gonna
That
say
we
some
would still be
things.
together. Yeah.
Because you're gonna say some things out of anger, out of hurt, or out of the heat of the moment, or whatever.
Right.
Like you said.
And you know what? Your mind has a long memory of what's been said.
Yep.
You know, you can remember. You may not remember what people do to you all the time, but you can remember what somebody say from a long time.
It's out.
And you really
And
cannot
you can't
take
snatch
it
that thing
yeah.
back and be like, oops, that's not what I meant, because see, that's what I heard, and see, I'm not gonna forget that.
Right.
So you have to really be careful about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a lot of women have that issue of trying to force the issue right now. No, we gonna talk. We gonna let it go. Let it go, boo.
Let it go. And sometimes, like I said, you can let it go right now and then pick it back up in a couple of days when you have calmed down, thought about it or whatever.
Absolutely.
Because again, when you say things and you really didn't mean it, after it's said, it's done. That is a wound that will never heal.
Right.
That's right.
Certain things that can
You
be
already
said to
know
you,
we
know.
You already know we finna bring that
whole
thing up for the
nursery
next
rhyme
20
from
years.
years ago, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That is a lie.
Right.
I don't care who told it.
Right.
The thing about it is, you could have been hit
Yep.
12 years ago, and you may even still see the mark, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
You can think about something that somebody said to you 15 years ago, and it feels like they just said it. That sting is right there.
Yeah, girl, there's some people who don't have a conversation now because of what was said years ago.
Right. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So number 6 is, because I know time is winding down. Number 6, remember why you got married. You know, remember why you got married. What was it about this person that made you want to marry them? And that's what you have to go back to. Number 7, forget ifs and buts. You have to be tolerant and you have to be accepting. And then the final one, because I'll let you guys expound on each one, but I'll go ahead and tell you what they are. Number 8, final, cash and compliments. I just want to say real quick, I love when my husband tells me I'm beautiful. I know that we don't need validation, but to hear that from your spouse is so nice and refreshing. Just and he told me, and this is so simple, but I was standing at the sink last night, actually, and he said, "You are such a diva, baby." And I said, "Really?" And I told him, and I laughed because I said, "Babe, out of my group, I'm the one that's the most ratchet." I'm saying, I'm not the one that's even the cutest. And he said, but this is what I'm telling him, because in my mind, I'm not like a diva or whatever. But he said, "No, baby, look at your beautiful nails, and I love what you have on there. You're so sexy to me." That made my year, Stevie.
I need some pen to take some notes.
Stevie is doing it for the 20 years. We will be married 20 years this year, and we done been through it all. Can't nobody tell me nothing about how hard marriage is. We have endured, and we've got through it, and we're still standing today. So he making sure before May, he got me right. You hear me?
I love it. I need some some men to take some notes.
Yes, Steve is in the house. So I just want to thank him for that. That means so much when your husband compliments you. It really
more
does.
So than, you know, another woman telling
It
you, you know,
does.
when your man lets you know that he likes how you look, he likes what you have on,
Yes.
he likes how you smell, whatever the case may be.
Yes.
You know, that stays with you much longer than somebody else telling
Anybody
you
else?
something different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He see your hustle, he see your grind, he see your work.
Yeah, it makes you feel appreciated,
Right.
and you want that, and you have to do that in return.
Exactly.
You know, you
Yeah.
really have to
Because
do
you know
that.
what, it's so many people out here who's
Absolutely.
willing to do it.
Oh,
So
these
if you
chicks
don't
will.
do
Let
it-
me go ahead and help
Yes,
them out.
yes.
It's a chick out there, especially in Atlanta, that will tell your husband all he want to hear. So you better get with it, okay? You better get
Talk
with
about it,
it.
and they will still stick some real meals, honey.
Let me
so,
for
you know, they ain't doing no microwavable
Right.
stuff. He might be bringing some crock pot roast beef. You better watch it. That's what I'm saying. And you better be cute, too.
And
You
I'm
better put on
telling
some
you.
lipstick and some tight panties sometimes and some heels.
Yes.
You know what, though?
You can't be sitting around the house looking hit all the time.
You know,
need to step it up.
I do want to talk about that one day. We can write that down in like
And
a
I was
future
gonna
show.
say that's a good
Because
topic because some men don't like it and they prefer more natural. If I say whatever the preference.
They don't like what?
Like some men don't care for a woman that wears makeup and stuff. I've heard some men say that, but I'm saying then do what makes him happy. You know what I'm saying? If that's not his flavor, whatever his flavor is, make sure you appreciate
if you got a
that.
problem
You
with a
know.
little lip gloss and you know you want to
Yeah.
put on some Carmax, whatever works.
Okay.
For you. Go ahead with that. You know, it's
That's right.
I'm gonna need you,
you know
to add a
you
little
don't
color
want
and
you
a
to shave
little
up under
strawberry
your
or
arms,
something.
and you want to go ahead and have
Oh,
that
Jesus.
natural bush going on, braid it up and put a few beads on it. I don't know.
Monica.
I love it. That's right. What you say, Monica? Whatever floats his boat. Exactly.
She said put some beads on it, baby.
No, I'm gonna need y'all to shave now. I think your husband wants you to be a little bit.
I'm just saying, you know, everything ain't for everybody.
Everybody,
You're
hello?
right. You are right about that.
And everybody don't need to know but him. Keep it there. Keep it with him.
You know what?
All
As
right,
much
so-
as I hate to say this, we're out of time, you guys.
All
This
right.
has been another amazing show. I tell you, Monica, thank you so very much. The insight that you've given us,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, it is going to bless marriages all over the world. We're reaching the world. We're going to rebuild families, and it starts with our ambassadors. And you were truly an ambassador, darling.
Yes.
Give us your information, Monica, so I can reach you.
Yes, well, you can definitely follow me on Facebook under Monica G. Brown. You can also follow me under the Hot Wife, Hot Life, as well as Behind Closed Doors, Uncut on Facebook.
I love it.
Um,
I love it.
And again, I just want you all to know, like you said, the last little keepsake, don't keep score. And it don't matter who shoots the winning shot, as long as the winning shot is made, all y'all are champions.
Hey,
So you trying to win. That's the
That's the
end
whole
result
goal.
is that we
That's
trying
it.
to win this thing at this game called life and marriage for our family. We
Amen.
want a championship. So I don't care how many shots you make, as long as we bring home the trophy, it don't matter.
And
Amen.
that's your hot wife tip of the day.
I know that's right.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you can follow the Hot Wife Hot Life on Facebook under Hot Wife Hot Life. You can also get us on Instagram and Twitter at _ Hot Wife Hot Life. And you can hit us up on our website, which is www.hotwife-hotlife.com.
All right, and before we go, we just want to say that 108 Praise Radio is truly about giving back and giving to the world. With that being said, we are launching an initiative called One and Done. We're very excited about this initiative. It is a way to raise money for our radio station to continue to reach the world, but on a much higher level. So we ask that you adhere to the flyers that you're going to be seeing saturated and listen to the commercials. We are definitely looking for your help, and part of the proceeds for raising the money that we need for the radio station are going to go to our awesome nonprofit, Vets for Veterans, baby. We are going to take care of our veterans. So we are so excited about this initiative and what we're doing. And we got to reach everybody all over the world. And guess what? We call it one and done because we're only asking for you to give what's on your heart. But the minimum is $1. I don't want to hear from nobody that ain't got no dollar, okay? I'm going to get $1 from everybody I know. Please believe that, okay? But please give what's on your heart because responsible media is so important today. Reaching the youth is so important today. Right. And just being positive, we don't see that anymore. And when you have a network that believes in bringing people together and really going out to the masses and teaching them things, being positive, being motivated, being inspired, and being inspirational, it is truly something that we need to be doing, and we hope that everybody support us. Right, ladies?
Absolutely.
So true.
Yes.
All
gents.
right.
Absolutely.
All right, so we will see you guys next week. Listen, topic for next week, are y'all ready? How to be submissive. Ooh, I know y'all hate the S word.
You have to break that thing
Yeah, I know I
down.
won't be the guest ambassador.
She said I will not.
I will be tuned in.
Oh, Lord.
All right, look, Monica, you're going to have to help us out with this one. But listen, that is what we're going to be discussing. Hot Wife, Hot Life. Tune in next week. Monday Domination will have closed out tonight.
All right.
All right.
Good
All
night.
right.
Good night.
Hot Wife, Hot Life. Tune in next week. Monday Domination will have closed out tonight.
All right.
All right.
Good
All
night.
right.
Good night.